Hello guys and welcome to Simple Spec Games. Now we are at the end of the month, so let's see what promising indie game we can get in next month, May 2025. We start with Pixelia. Pixelia is a life simulation game that allows players to create their own character, known as a Pixelian, and shape their destiny in a vibrant pixel open world. Players can customize their appearance, rent or buy property, and pursue various careers ranging from musicians and politicians to underground fighters, and even the president. Pixelia revolves around sandbox-style life simulation, where players can explore the town, interact with NPCs, build relationships, and driving different vehicles while managing their character's health and needs. Fretless: The Wrath of Riffson is a turn-based RPG that's set in a world where music has been corrupted by the villainous Riffson, the boss of Super Metal Records. Players take on the role of Rob, a musician determined to restore harmony by battling Riffson's goons, monster instrument hybrids, and legendary musical creatures. Fretless revolves around musical turn-based combat, where players orchestrate melodies of mighty musical riffs to defeat enemies. Players can explore whimsical biomes where flowers jingle, rocks rock, and beach waves have their own melody. Bygone Dreams is a fantasy action-adventure game that follows the journey of Wa, a spirit tasked with saving the world's matron deity from a consuming nightmare. The game draws inspiration from Slavic mythology and medieval Bosnian folklore, creating a rich and immersive setting filled with mystical creatures, ancient guardians, and challenging puzzles. Bygone Dreams features third-person combat, where players wield melee weapons, ranged attacks, and magic to defeat enemies. Players can customize their equipment, unlocking new abilities and play styles as they progress. Dragonsong Tavern is a cozy adventure RPG that's set in a charming seaside tavern. The game lets players run their own establishment, serving customers, cooking delicious meals, and managing the tavern's operations. Beyond the cozy atmosphere, players can explore magical locations, fish, farm, and craft various items to enhance their tavern and personal journey. The game also features companion stories, allowing players to build relationships with NPCs and uncover their personal quests. Players can also battle monsters, gather magical ingredients, and cook special dishes to attract more customers. Yasha: Legends of the Demon Blade is an action roguelite RPG that takes place in Edo period Japan. The game follows three protagonists, Shigurai, Sarah, and Takedown, each with their own intertwining narratives. Players will battle against malevolent forces, wielding legendary demon blades to restore balance between humans and demons. The game features fast-paced combat, combo-heavy mechanics, and roguelite elements. Players can upgrade weapons, gather ingredients for gourmet recipes, and even indulge in fantastical ramen for strength boosts. Set in a post-apocalyptic Lovecraftian world, RailGods of Hysterra lets players command and evolve a living monstrous train known as the RailGod to traverse the dangerous landscapes of Hysterra. The game blends resource management, crafting, and combat, as players must build a mobile base, gain eldritch powers, and face the Great Old Ones while maintaining their sanity. Keeping the RailGod operational, requiring players to feed it human flesh, repair its parts, and upgrade its design using gathered materials. Players explore ever-changing biomes, battle eldritch horrors, and craft weapons to survive the journey. Survive the Fall is a post-apocalyptic survival action RPG where players must explore, loot, and fight to rebuild civilization. Players take on the role of a survivor navigating the fractured lands, encountering rival factions, dangerous wildlife, and hidden secrets left behind by the catastrophe. The game features base-building mechanics, allowing players to construct settlements, manage resources, and recruit allies to strengthen their community. The game includes a tactical pause system, enabling players to plan their moves carefully in intense encounters. Players can explore diverse biomes, each with unique challenges and valuable resources. The Precinct is a neo-noir sandbox police game that's set in Averno City in 1983. Players take on the role of Officer Nick Cordell Jr., a rookie cop investigating his father's mysterious death while keeping the city safe from crime. The game blends procedurally generated police work with thrilling vehicle chases, crime scene investigations, and dynamic shootouts. Players will patrol the streets, respond to callouts, and engage in high-speed pursuits through destructible environments. The Precinct revolves around sandbox-style law enforcement, where players can choose their own tactics in handling crimes ranging from parking infractions to bank robbery. Dunk Dunk is a multiplayer action basketball game with unique mechanism. Unlike traditional basketball games, Dunk Dunk blends platforming mechanics with precise throwing and dunking controls, creating a fast-paced and chaotic experience. Players can dress up their mascots, dunk basketballs, balloons, or even anvils and compete in wild arenas across the universe, including space stations, dinosaur parks, and haunted houses. Players can aim, throw, and slam dunk with precision, defend goals, and feint or shield the ball to outmaneuver opponents. Haneda Girl is a stylish 2D action platformer that takes place in Data Empyreal, a digital world under siege by the Hackernauts. Players will switch between two contrasting characters, Hanai-chan, a nimble warrior wielding a razor-sharp katana, and Mother, a towering combat mech that unleashes devastating bullet storms. Gameplay revolves around fluid character swapping, enabling players to chain attacks and adapt their strategy on the fly. Whether opting for speed and precision with Hanai-chan or brute force with Mother, every battle offers multiple solutions. Midnight Special is a point-and-click survival horror game drawing inspiration from classic horror games like Clock Tower. Set in the late 80s at Boyd Manor, players take on the role as a babysitter named Sarah. What starts as a routine evening quickly spirals into a nightmare when the power cuts out, leaving the house shrouded in darkness. As Sarah explores the eerie mansion, she encounters bizarre phone calls, a deranged stalker, and objects coming to life. Players must interact with the environment, inspect objects, and uncover clues to progress through the story. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown is a turn-based tactical RPG. The game takes a bold new approach to the TMNT universe, following the Turtles as they navigate adulthood after the deaths of Splinter and Shredder. Each turtle has grown apart, facing their own struggles. Leonardo, for example, has become a Batman-style vigilante, while Raphael and Casey Jones act as detectives. Gameplay revolves around strategic turn-based combat, where players control each turtle individually in 20 evolving levels that shift and introduce new threats with every turn. Savara is a vibrant action roguelite that takes place in a mystical dimension where warriors compete in grand festivities to earn the favor of Ayat, the warrior god. Players must equip themselves with powerful weapons, battle formidable monsters, and carve their names into history through relentless combat. Players can choose from 4 weapon styles and 6 variations, allowing for hundreds of possible combinations. As they defeat enemies, they collect materials to upgrade their arsenal, unlock over 90 divine powers, and enhance their skills. SEDAP, a culinary adventure, is a co-op cooking combat adventure game. The game blends the chaos of a collaborative kitchen with the thrill of exploring an unexplored world. Players take on the roles of Sun the Cooker and Gon the Hunter as they venture to Kaya Island, a long-abandoned land filled with monsters and mysteries. Gameplay revolves around cooking and combat, where players must forage for ingredients, battle creatures, and whip up meals to serve hungry customers. Each level introduces unique biomes, different cooking methods, and wildlife that influence the dishes players can prepare. Monster Train 2 builds upon the success of its predecessor, offering a thrilling roguelike deck-building experience with strategic depth. The game retains its signature three-tiered battlefield, where players must carefully position units, upgrade cards, and manage resources to defend their pyre. With 5 new clans, each boasting unique abilities, players can experiment with different strategies, mixing and matching factions to create devastating synergies. Beyond the core mechanics, Monster Train 2 introduces new modes and challenges to keep players engaged. Survival Machine is an open-world survival crafting game where players build a base on a massive moving machine. As the machine travels across different biomes, players must gather resources, craft tools, and fortify their base against the undead that emerge at night. The dynamic environment forces players to adapt, making strategic decisions about when to explore and when to defend. The game supports both solo and co-op play, allowing players to team up and survive together. Players can customize their mobile fortress with weapons, defenses, and utilities to enhance their chances of survival. Spirit of the North 2 is a breathtaking third-person adventure that builds upon the charm of its predecessor. Players take on the role of an isolated fox, accompanied by a wise raven, as they journey through a vast and ancient world. The game features visually stunning biomes, each with unique challenges and secrets to uncover. As players explore, they must seek out lost legendary guardians and free them from the grasp of the dark shaman Grimnir. The game introduces new abilities, puzzle-based encounters, and rune enhancements that allow players to tailor their fox's skills to their playstyle. Nitro Express is a fast-paced side-scrolling gun action game set in the futuristic metropolis of Nitro City, Tokyo. Players take control of pixel art characters armed with a variety of weapons, engaging in intense shootouts against rogue autonomous drones and heavily armored enemies. The game features 360 degrees free aiming, allowing players to strategically target enemies while navigating the chaotic streets. Nitro Express introduces customizable weapons and gadgets, letting players fine-tune their arsenal for different combat scenarios. FREERIDE is a unique RPG that blends traditional role-playing mechanics with a personality test system. The gameplay revolves around making choices that subtly shape your character without explicitly presenting moral dilemmas. Instead of direct decision-making, the game analyzes how players interact with the world, using common RPG tropes to reveal aspects of their personality. Whether navigating through different environments, encountering NPCs, or engaging in action-based sequences, every interaction contributes to the personality assessment. Revenge of the Savage Planet is an upbeat, satirical action-adventure sci-fi game that builds upon the charm of its predecessor, Journey to the Savage Planet. Players take on the role of a stranded worker abandoned by their employer, tasked with exploring multiple planets and overcoming various obstacles to seek revenge. Players explore vibrant alien worlds, uncovering new gear, upgrades, and hidden secrets while navigating bizarre environments filled with strange creatures and corporate absurdity. The game introduces dynamic co-op gameplay, allowing players to team up locally or online to tackle challenges together. Doloc Town is a cozy pixel art farming simulation game that's set in a post-apocalyptic world. Players start with a small plot of land and must grow crops, craft tools, and rebuild civilization while uncovering the mysteries of the wasteland. The game blends elements of Stardew Valley, Fallout, and Terraria, offering a mix of farming, exploration, and survival mechanics. Players can harvest resources, construct buildings, and interact with quirky NPCs, each with their own stories and quests. Doloc Town introduces combat mechanics, where players must defend their land from ferocious creatures lurking in the ruins. Pixelshire is a charming sandbox RPG that blends town building, farming, exploration, and combat into a cozy pixel art world. Players take on the role of a young adventurer tasked with growing the town of Pixelshire while mastering different trades. The game features terraforming mechanics, allowing players to shape the land to their liking, build homes, and create farms. As players explore the continent of Arcadia, they encounter unique NPCs, each with their own skills and personalities, who can be recruited to help expand the town. The game also includes combat elements, where players battle creatures in Dangerous area. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall is a cinematic kingdom management game that builds upon the original Yes, Your Grace. Players take on the role of a ruler, making difficult decisions to manage their kingdom, support their family, and navigate political intrigue. Each week, petitioners arrive in the throne room, requesting aid, resources, or guidance, and players must balance their treasury, military, and alliances to ensure the kingdom's survival. The game introduces new mechanics, including expanded diplomacy, deeper character interactions, and strategic warfare, making every choice impactful. Deliver at All Costs is a chaotic action game where destruction, absurdity, and intrigue collide. Players step into the shoes of Winston Green, a courier with a fiery temper and a mysterious past, tasked with delivering highly unconventional cargo through unpredictable environments. The game features physics-driven action, allowing players to crash through barriers, topple landmarks, and interact with a destructible world. Missions range from transporting bizarre objects, like a giant flailing marlin, to handling hazardous cargo on the verge of explosion. The game's semi-open city environments react dynamically to player actions, ensuring every delivery is an unpredictable adventure. Empyreal is an action RPG set in a distant galaxy where players take on the role of an elite mercenary exploring a mysterious monolith built by a lost civilization. The game features a third-person perspective with skill-based combat, allowing players to master different weapon archetypes such as the glaive, the mace and shield, and the cannon. Each weapon offers a unique playstyle, requiring precise timing for attacks, parries, and deflections. The game includes an extensive modification system, allowing players to refine their builds and enhance their combat effectiveness. So that is the video. Which game that caught your interest? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.